Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of You Oughta Know, where I introduce you to bands that you should definitely have on your radar. Today's guest is Vodník, or as I like to call him, Jeremy. How you doing, my man?
Very well, Javier. Thanks a lot for having me on your show.
Awesome, awesome. Jeremy, talk to us a little bit about what's Vodník. Like, how did you come up with the name? How did this project get started? Like, how did how did the whole thing happen?
Okay, I came up with the idea around 2009, and I was still in my teens. The idea comes from an old Czech mythological creature. So, Vodník is actually spirit of a child that was drowned in a lake or swamp or some other body of water, and then it resides in that body of water, um, kind of like haunting it in a way. But the reason that we tell children this story is so that they learn respect for the water, because water could be a very dangerous thing.
Yeah.
You don't want to get too close, because then Vodnik will pull you underneath the waves, and then you'll end up trapped in a porcelain cup. So the legend goes.
Wow. Okay. So brutal name for brutal music. That's pretty cool. So how would you describe your sound? Like, what are your influences?
Hmm. For a long time, my favorite band, honestly, has been Meshuggah. But I really got into them from their earlier stuff between the 90s and the early 2000s. Up until Oughta Know, I was pretty hooked on everything that they released.
Yeah.
So that's where most of my influences came from. But other than that, my first favorite guitar was the Ibanez X-Shape, the Xiphos, and that one was actually originally used by Mohammed Swichmez in Necrophagist. And I'm also a very big fan of neoclassical genre of music, and I love the shredding and all that type of stuff. So it's quite an amalgamy of different sources that have influenced my music personally. So it has a lot of different progressive flavors to it.
Very cool, very cool. I gotta say, like listening to your album, yeah, I can hear like the Meshuggah influence, but there's just so much more stuff in there. Like I was blown away. Like I knew you were good, and then I remember putting it on, like driving home. It's like, oh, wow, it was fantastic, man. Um, so Vodnik is a one man band, right? It's just you, or is it you with in collaboration with anybody else?
I've tried working with a lot of people in the past. It just didn't work out. It didn't work with my workflow. So I find that, I work a lot better by myself for this particular project, because it's just so dear to me that I have very high expectations of myself. I guess that's one way to put it. Um, but overall, I'd say that currently I'm very happy with my progress, and if I need to collaborate with other people, I feel free to reach out to whoever I look up to. And so far, some very good relationships have been coming out of that. So I guess you'll have to see what comes next, but there are, in fact, a lot of very wicked collaborations coming up that should be interesting.
Sounds awesome. Um, in this world that we're living right now, dealing with the effects of the pandemic and COVID and all of that, so you're in a bit of a different scenario because like you're a one man band. I'm assuming that you weren't doing live shows, but how did that still change like your approach to music and what you were able to do and what you were able to not do?
Well, I've never been afraid to get on a stage just by myself with backing tracks. I would do it if I had the opportunity or if I needed to. So I feel like it has affected me in that way, because I would have had opportunities to do that by now. But also, I'm not exactly restricted from just getting an amplifier and my laptop and just going to a nearby public area and do an outdoor show. It's not really impossible at the moment, especially now since it's getting warmer. So, like, we'll see, you know. I think I'm gonna do that pretty soon, to be honest.
That would be awesome, dude. That would be fantastic. Let's talk a little bit about something else. Like, you know, you're a little bit of a Spotify curator, as a matter of fact. Like, you have, right now, you have what, three different playlists,
Well,
or
one main one, but I've been trying to make another couple of them happen as successfully as the first.
so it's Gent 2020, Gent 2021, and the most recent one was what was the name of it? It's like a little bit more
Cafe.
mellow.
Gen
sorry?
Cafe.
Gent Cafe, right?
Right. So the thing about Gen 2020 is like Spotify actually lets you change the name. So I turned it into Gen 2021.
Oh, okay.
It's the same playlist, but the thing is, the way that works is that it's like a conveyor belt where there's only 69 spots on the list, and then when the new song comes on top, then the one on the bottom gets kicked off.
Yeah, it's a good system. And how many followers does the playlist have right now?
2,300 at the moment.
That is incredible. That is insane. So basically, getting on that playlist is kind of a big deal when you think about it.
A lot of people say that they're really thankful, and I'm really thankful as well to be able to give them that opportunity. I mean, I feel like all it really needed was a simple name, so that when people go on Spotify and they're searching up, like, what do they want to listen to, and Gent and 2021, the year, current year, is like two of the biggest keywords when you're looking for that music. So
You couldn't have made it any simpler, basically.
that's right, it's a no-brainer.
That is awesome. And then Gent Cafe is it's a little bit more mellow. Like, I know that you said that you wanted to put bands like more like in the style of like Polyphia and Sean and
Yeah, like
that type of stuff.
To be honest, like it's more of like a prog pop playlist because, you know, Gent is characterized by that like very heavy guitar tone. So it doesn't really have a lot of that, but still, a lot of these artists that are on this playlists are technically Gent artists because they make a variety of different things. Some make heavier and lighter songs. So for this case, I just picked the lighter ones so that I can ideally have a playlist that would be listenable in a cafe or enjoyed by an older crowd.
Cool, very cool. No, I mean, I follow both, and I'm telling you, like, there's some music in there that it's crazy the amount of talent that is out there that nobody knows anything about. And, you know, getting on stuff like this, getting on these type of playlists, it's amazing. So trust me, you're doing a great service. It's incredible, and you're doing more than you even think that you're doing. So thank you for that.
I'm just gonna keep trying to help little guys out. They gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Everybody's big band was a garage band somewhere at some point.
Yeah.
So what's next? You know, you said you have some collaborations and stuff, but can you go a little bit into details about that? What's next for Vodník? Like, what's the next chapter?
So in the most immediate future, I have a collaboration coming up with Trey Watson.
Oh.
We decided to cover a hip hop song called "Bottoms Up." The song was originally it's originally by Trey Songz, and then Trey Watson happened to be the perfect fit. So Trey covers Trey.
That's awesome. That's awesome, Trey.
It's gonna be très bien.
That's friggin' cool. I've been meaning to actually like meet with Trey for the longest. He's up the road in Baltimore.
Really chill dude. I love working with him.
Yeah, dude. I've known him for a while. Like, we've talked on social media. Like, I want to say for over a year, maybe 2 years now, and he's like the nicest guy ever. I've been like, we're far, but we're not that far. Damn COVID.
Yeah, for real.
Oh,
Okay, well,
so
okay. Collaborations other than that, I am working on a full-length album. It's gonna be 12 songs at least, probably 12. And the thing is, for this album, I am collaborating with Cal Kilmer. He's been involved with Billiarda, Humanity's Last Breath, Stuart Veneer, Reflections, and probably a lot of other shit that I don't know about yet.
but you already mentioned a lot of stuff that everybody knows a lot about, so that's pretty big.
I'm really stoked. Honestly, I wanted to talk more about, like this ties into your previous question about my favorite band and different um, musical like things that have influenced me. Around, in 2012, I heard of Vildiarda. I heard their first album, full length, Mastaden, and then of course I checked out Omni Slash as well, and all of it just completely blew me away. So I could say that at that point, I had a new favorite band because like the last thing that really hit for me from Meshuggah was Oughta Know in 2008. I really hope that I'm right with that date, but I'm pretty sure 2008. So right now, for me, it's like a really big dream come true. It's like an honor to be able to have the opportunity to work with someone, at least, partial part of your favorite band, and to have that influence really like shine through something that's already been influenced by this type of music. I feel like that's the next step for Vodník, is to reach the heaviest possible amount that it can, and once you reach the heaviest level, then after that point you have to ask yourself, what are you going to do next? And that's a question I haven't asked myself for a long time.
But you know what? That's actually I'm pretty sure when you do ask it, like you're gonna have an amazing answer too. I'm just happy to see good things happen to good people, man. I mean, I think we've known each other for probably over a year now. We've talked back and forth, and you've always been like the nicest guy ever, man. And I've been following your career, and I've been listening to your music, and then for you to tell me all these things that you have, coming down the pipeline, it's like hell yeah. It's like this is what I like to hear, man. This is why I do this show. This is why I want people to come in and watch these videos, because they need to know about artists like you and about just everybody else that is out there. There's so much talent. There's so much talent out there that people don't know about. So I'm just super excited for you that you're being able to do these collaborations and all of that. Where can people find your music right now? Like, tell people a little bit about you, not just your music, but like your social media and all of that stuff.
Okay, so I'm going to make a link tree soon so that I can just have all of the links in one place, but for now, I would say the best places to follow me are number one on YouTube. Really need some more subscribers on my channel. It's called Legendary Vodník. Desperately trying to get to 1,000 so I can get monetized. So anybody who would subscribe, that would really help a lot. Second, I would say check me out on Spotify, just Vodník. You'll find all of my music there, my discography, and whatever else that there is available. Other than that, I'd say just Facebook, Legendary Vodník, just for general updates. And yeah, that's pretty much all that I could ask for. If anyone went there, that would mean the world to me.
Awesome. Just to wrap this up, what do you want to say to people that are watching this video and they have never heard of Vodník, and what do you want to tell them? Like, why should they come and listen to you?
Heck, when a person like reaches like around like 25, then they become like a person who they are. They don't really change too much after that. and I feel like I'm going to stay the same person into the future. So I'm going to continue to give it my all. I'm just going to continue to keep working hard at it, keep making great music for people to listen to for whatever reason. Hopefully they can relate in some way, or take some sort of interpretation out of it. But that's just me. That's just who I am now. I'm not slowing down. I'm going to keep at it, and I hope that some of you will come along for the ride.
That's awesome, man. And I hope that you never change, because you're an amazing person. And I wish you all the best. And there you have it, people. Vodník.
Okay.
Thank you for being on the show. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Please come back for the next show. And, dude, take it easy. I'm glad that it's warming up.
And
Because
thank
this
you
cold
enough
weather,
for
yeah.
giving me the time and for the opportunity, man. You're one of the
Oh,
best.
no, man. Anytime. You have a great day, man.
Thank you, Javier. Rock on.
Later.